Haisai, Sid Yaibing, Chaganju Yaibiti. Welcome everyone, I'm your host Sid. I hope you're doing well and your health is good. Okay, you know the routine. The YouTube algorithms uses a combination of the number of likes, subscriptions, and comments to determine whether to recommend the channel. Please help by doing one or all three of these actions to promote this channel. The other way to help this channel is to share this video on Facebook, Twitter, or some other social media site, or email the link for this video to your relatives or friends. The background today is Shuri Castle. Shuri Castle is a symbol of the Ryukyu Kingdom and is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. On October 31, 2019, Shuri Castle burned to the ground. Through the efforts of many, Shuri Castle will be rebuilt with a scheduled completion date of 2026. Okay, let's start. Today's video category is sentence patterns, but we will cover a little bit of vocabulary, verb conjugation, and sentence patterns. At the beginning of every video, I begin by saying Haisai. We covered what this means in video 7. Haisai means hi or hello. The next thing I say is Sid Yaibing. So this is the first sentence pattern we will be covering today. I'm sure you have guessed what this means, but let's go over this sentence. Sid Yaibing is an abbreviated form of Wanne Sid Yaibing. Wanne name yang. Just to make it clear, the contents of the curly brackets would be replaced by a name. This is the casual form and it means I am name. In Japanese, it would be equivalent to watashi wa name da or watashi wa name de aru. The polite form is wanne name yaibing, which means the same in English. I am name. In Japanese, it is watashi wa name desu. Since this is the first exercise, there are a lot of points to cover. Let's break down this sentence. Wanne means I, or in Japanese, watashi wa. Yang means is or am. The verb in this sentence pattern is yang, and as outlined in the introductory videos, the routine will be to cover the present and past tense, as well as the casual and polite form of each new verb. Yang is the casual form of the present tense of the verb. Yaibing is the polite form of the present tense of the verb. Both mean is or am. Yatang is the past tense of the verb and is the casual form. Yaibitang is also the past tense of the verb and is the polite form. Both mean was. The casual form is used when talking to friends or younger people. The polite form is used when talking to strangers, older people, or people of higher status such as your boss, even if he is younger than you. Status always trumps age. So this is the routine we'll go through every time we learn a new verb. We will discuss the past and present tense of the verb and the corresponding casual and polite forms. So let's practice. For this example, imagine that we are talking to someone your age or someone younger like a child. In this case, we would use the verb yang. So for me, I would say Wanne Sid Yang. Use your own name for this example, and let's say this 3 times. Wanne Sid Yang. Wanne Sid Yang. Wanne Sid Yang. Very good. Next, imagine we're talking to an elder or one of the managers in your company. So for me, I would say Wanne Kobashigawa Sid Yaibing. Notice that I use my full name for this example. You can't just use your first name when introducing yourself to someone of higher status. Again, use your own name for this example. Let's say this 3 times. Wanne Kobashigawa Sid Yaibing. Wanne Kobashigawa Sid Yaibing. Wanne Kobashigawa Sid Yaibing. Okay, everyone is doing fine. For the past tense form, we'll not practice it, but I'll quickly give you an example. If you are a teacher but now retired, you would say, in casual form, "Wanne shinshi yatang shiga nama intai song." In polite form, it would be, "Wanne shinshi yaibitang shiga nama intai soibing." But I want to keep this simple, so we won't discuss this example in this video. So now we know one sentence pattern to introduce yourself. We'll learn other self-introduction phrases in a dedicated video on self-introduction, which is coming soon. Let's go on to the second sentence pattern using yang and yaibing. The English sentence pattern is this or that is object. First, we need to learn some vocabulary for this sentence. Let's start with the words this and that. The Uchinaguchi word for this is kuri. There are actually two words for the word that, uri and adi. In Uchinaguchi, uri or adi is chosen based on the location of the object relative to the speaker and listener. Uri is used when the object is close to the listener but away from the speaker. Adi is used when the object is away from both the speaker and listener. We already discussed what is in Uchinaguchi. Yang is the casual form and yaibing is the polite form. So the sentence pattern, this is object, in Uchinaguchi is kure object yang or kure object yaibing. This corresponds to the Japanese sentence kore wa object da or kore wa object de aru, and the polite form kore wa object desu. As we learn more vocabulary, we can substitute words into the curly bracket object position. For now, let's use the word bitter melon. Bitter melon in Uchinaguchi is goya, which is a vegetable that is eaten a lot in Okinawa. For those of you that don't know what a goya is, here is what it looks like. Typically, melons are sweet, but there is a reason why this is called bitter melon. Let's say this is a bitter melon in Uchinaguchi in the casual form. Remember that the casual form would be used with a friend or someone younger than you. The Uchinaguchi for this is kure goya yang. Let's say this 3 times. Kure goya yang. Kure goya yang. Kure goya yang. Very good. Now let's say this is a bitter melon in Uchinaguchi in the polite form. Remember, the polite form would be used when speaking to an elder or someone of higher status than you. The Uchinaguchi for this is kure goya yaibing. Let's say this 3 times. Kure goya yaibing. Kure goya yaibing. Kure goya yaibing. So you people that are practicing with me, you are doing excellent. If you're not practicing, you're missing out on part of the learning, since saying the phrase will also help you to remember the words. Keep that in mind. Let's move on. Next, we'll look at the sentence pattern. That is a bitter melon. For this example, let's assume that the bitter melon is not close to the speaker but is close to the listener. We would say ure goya yang or ure goya yaibing. Let's say this sentence in the casual form. That would be ure goya yang. Okay, let's say this 3 times. Ure goya yang. Ure goya yang. Ure goya yang. Everyone is doing great. Now let's say this sentence pattern in the polite form. That would be ure goya yaibing. So let's say ure goya yaibing 3 times. Ure goya yaibing. Ure goya yaibing. Ure goya yaibing. For the next example, the bitter melon is not close to neither the speaker or the listener. we would use are for the word that. The casual form is are goyayang, and the polite form is are goyayaibing. I know this is repetitive, but let's say this sentence pattern in the casual form. Remember, the casual form is for speaking to friends or someone younger than you. Okay, let's say are goyayang 3 times. Are goyayang. Are goyayang. Are goyayang. Great. Thanks for hanging in there. Now for the final practice, we say this sentence pattern in the polite form. Another reminder, the polite form is used when speaking to an elder or someone of higher status than you. Okay, let's say are goyayaibing 3 times. Are goyayaibing. Are goyayaibing. Are goyayaibing. Fantastic. Actually, we covered a lot of material in a short amount of time. There is another key point for this very simple sentence, but I feel it will be too much information to add another concept into today's video. So we'll save this discussion for the next video. Please contribute by making comments, and of course subscribe, like, and share. Thank you for viewing. Mata yasai.